Hello everyone, I'm Jordan Kruger. Welcome to Tommy Media's The Locker Room. For the 7th straight year, the Tommies have started the football season with a victory, this time defeating Wisconsin-Eau Claire 22-17. Safety Kyle Coyne led the 11th ranked Tommies in tackles, forced a fumble, and recorded an interception Saturday. Cornerback Mozus Ikuenobe made 5 tackles and broke up 3 passes in the victory. Next up, Wisconsin lacrosse. I'm joined today by Coach Glenn Caruso, Kyle Coyne, and Mozus Ikuenobe. Thank you for joining us, gentlemen.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, thank you.
Coach, in last week's game, your offense scored all 22 points in the first 3 quarters. What do you guys need to do this weekend to sustain that for all 4 quarters?
Well, hold on to the ball, number one. I mean, obviously we had a turnover on downs where we converted in the 4th quarter going into in for another possible score. And then we had an issue with the special teams not fielding the onside kick, so that allowed Eau Claire to take 24 of the last 25 snaps of the game. So you can't score when you don't have the ball. So that's number one, making sure that we keep the chains moving. And number two, just maximizing the opportunities. We had another touchdown taken off the board on a penalty. A lot of first game blips that we have to clean up, but that's what week 2 is about. It's about correcting the mistakes from week 1.
Kyle, you're named MIAC Defensive Player of the Week in your first career start. How much confidence does that give you heading into Saturday's game against lacrosse?
You know, it really brings a lot of confidence. I mean, it's a tremendous honor for, me and the team. And, really one of the things we talk about in this program is seizing the opportunity. And, what we saw in Sean at the end of the game, when he had an opportunity to make the play, make the pick, and help us seal the win, he did that. And that's what, we really expect out of all our players.
Coach, now let's talk about getting started early. Last week, the running game had some early success, but the passing game struggled a little bit. Your quarterback, Matt O'Connell, was 3 for 10 early. What do you need to do this weekend to get him going early so you have that well-balanced attack that you like to talk about?
It's a good question. Actually, I don't think it's so much the play calls that happen when you have a quarterback, at least for us. I don't know how other schools are. I'm head coach at St. Thomas, so I'll talk about us. But for us, when we go into the opening game, sometimes you don't have that absolute rhythm that you've had at the end or middle of the season before. And a lot of that has to do with timing. Some of it has to do with mitigating anxiety. But you're right, we weren't very crisp and clean. Matt wasn't throwing balls real well in the first quarter. And we've seen that in each of our starts the first game that we play, no matter who it is. So that got better throughout the game, which made me feel better how he was throwing the ball in the second quarter and the second half. And a lot of it's just trying to find that rhythm. So we'll continue that this week.
Mozus, University of Wisconsin lacrosse had a very big week offensively against the University of Dubuque out of Iowa, having over 350 yards of total offense. Very well-balanced attack. How do you plan on stopping their offense this weekend?
I think the best we can do is just play, and work the essence of football, which is 11 guys, doing their responsibility, flying to the ball every single play. And if we do that, everything else will be taken care of.
And now it's time for this week's fan question. Coach, Senior Kaylee Hughes wants to know, would you rather have Adrian Peterson or Cordell Patterson on your team, and why?
You can give us either one and we'd be really happy, but I deal with reality, so I'd rather have Mozus Ikuenobe and Kyle Coyne on my team. But you can't go wrong with either one of those. Both are unbelievable players, and looking forward. I'm not the big football fan in our house. My wife Rachel is, so she can tell me all the stats and numbers and what plays they're running, but I'm looking forward to watching them this season.
Thanks.
You got it.
If you have a question, tweet it to @TommyMedia. Thanks for joining us. Be sure to check Tommy Media for the latest campus news. With Coach Glenn Caruso, Kyle Coyne, and Mozus Ikuenobe, I'm Jordan Kruger. We'll see you next time in The Locker Room.